Alright, welcome everyone to a very special casted game here today. This is the final round in the Hometown Center Discord group's Double Trouble Tournament Part 2 in Age of Empires 4. This one, all day today, we've been doing a single round elimination, teams of 2 4-player games, 2v2s, on Dry Arabia, just seeing who takes the pot. It's going to be an $80 prize for the winner and $20 for the runner-up. So both teams that have made it this far are going to get some money out of the deal. So, do a quick introduction of our players, and then we will get started. Check out how the match is going. We're just going to do a quick check. Yep, we are good on the recording side. So, who do we got? We have Romulus in the color blue playing as the English. Romulus is an American like myself. His partner, eastern side of the map here, playing as the Chinese civilization in the color purple, we have MrMonday, England. And at the south side of the map here, playing in the color orange as the Mongols, we have Cerberus from, I believe, North Macedonia. Double check that though. And in the other southeastern corner of the map, playing as the Delhi in the color green, we have Spider, Scotland. I butchered that. Spider has it down to a science. He's got the Scottish accent. Perfect. Excuse mine. But thanks everyone for tuning in here, and excited to kind of share what's going on with this game here. It's been interesting play styles all day. We've seen a lot of weird walling techniques, a lot of sacred site victories, and just some town center greed. Gonna see how this all goes here. A lot of villagers on food there for Romulus. MrMonday is also heavy on food here. So it looks like MrMonday already has an Imperial official out. Romulus has plenty of villagers on food. He's also going for the Council Hall. Really early age up here. He's already, under 3 minutes in the game, he's already got his landmark placed. Imperial Academy for MrMonday. Nice. Nothing yet for Serb for age 2, and Spider's also just kind of hanging out. For Dome of the Faith, here we go. Keeper Scholars, faster production speed for those, that'll be good. No early attacks yet, it's a lot of focusing on the base building. There's no early spearmen, nothing like that. So, something different from what we've seen so far today. So we're going to speed this up so that we can catch this live. We're in a little bit of a lull here. Some extra archer ranges coming up here. We got one for the China player. Got a blacksmith for England. That's awesome. Mongols got the Silver Tree coming up. A Delhi double blacksmith and a stable. Love it. Hey. We are live right now. Let's see what happens. got some early engagements happening here. We got Chinese archers getting killed off by some Delhi horsemen. Fortunate to be caught in the middle of the map like that. Does happen. Romulus has some longbows coming out into the field. Looks to be trying to sneak attack on the barracks over here. Hear the spearmen and stuff like that. Scout under attack. Let's see how much of the map is explored. So Cerb and Spider have explored most of the map here, and Monday and Romulus have definitely still gotten around here. We got a second town center coming up for the Mongols here for Cerberus. Looking really good. He is at only 22 villagers, though. Something's going on here. I think he lost a few or something. Ellie Horseman taking care of Romulus's archers. So the Uvu is going down. Romulus manages to destroy that. Puts Cerberus in a really tough position, using his stone income. Does still have another stone outcropping near his town center that he could put down another Uvu. We will see if he's able to get it down with these longbows coming in, encroaching on his base. Meanwhile, Spider is trying to deal with the situation here with Chinese spears and archers. Kind of getting killed off as he's going for sacred sites. Can't really get the palisade walls started because he's just under attack. Excuse me, I had a hiccup. Meanwhile, Romulus is getting some palisade walls built up here in the center of the map. It's going to help them significantly. Delhi horsemen and archers now that are coming into the center of the map and are looking to presumably get this palisade wall finished and deal with any rogue archers that start coming out into the center of the map here. Also going for sacred sites. Looks like Spider has captured the first one in the center of the map here and is now going to be going for a second. Looks like MrMonday is contesting that central sacred site. Get along? I think he's going to try killing off the horses first. Could be a losing battle if they're not careful. Spearmen engaging the horsemen. It's Delhi archers on the backline are making very short work out of these Chinese spears. There's a retreat to get into a better position. Delhi army is just a little bit too formidable at this point. I don't think that's a battle that Chinese are going to win just yet. Thing we've seen today out of Cerb and Spider, heavy sacred site focus and also massive focus on regular horsemen. The Monday and Romulus are going to have to find a way to deal with that, and one of the best ways to do so for them could potentially be if they're able to invest in any kind of crossbows head into the next phase of the game. That would significantly benefit them. You know, Jugunu could be very good to deal with some of those archers on the back line so that the spears can focus on the horsemen, and if they're able to put down any keeps or something in a sneaky location near sacred sites, that could also help deal with Spider's map control techniques. Something they're going to have to really focus on on the Monday Romulus side. So the Delhi have a huge advantage with getting sacred sites early on and snowballing that advantage into the late game. But we're going to have to see some plays here coming out real soon. Alright, the Delhi army is trying to engage. Alright, Chinese spears are moving in. Taking out the gold miners for Cerberus. A couple of them go down. Jur is moving out of the way. We're also seeing some base assaulting going on here. We got Monday being a nuisance in the Mongol base, trying to disrupt that eco. Romulus already has a ram, which is going to really help them out. We could be seeing a very successful push in a minute here, potentially. Seems they figured out a strategy that could be working. But the Deadly Horsemen come on in the back line. Blue Archer's exposed. Position. That was a very interesting battle of the green base here for Spider. Saw some pretty ferocious gameplay here with that English ram and everything. Got a shared wood line here between Serb and Spider. Now, Romulus has a pretty good stranglehold on the map here. Has an insane lead here with the ram rushes, the longbows that are just really taking heavy pressure on Delhi. Excuse me. However, the sacred site, that eastern one, is still under Delhi control. Wish have not dealt with that yet. Could very easily send a detachment over there of a couple longbows and deal with that. Would be a good idea. Let's see if they notice what's going on over there. You see a single monk, or a scholar rather. Maybe they don't know that there's no army over there, no castles. It's very hard to guess Always try to send a couple units, but then you could just be throwing them into a heat grind a little deep. It's always a risk when you try to make a decision like that. Which longbows are continuing to just pile it on here. These Jugunu taking out scholars and villagers and archers. Town center with 15 villagers garrisoned inside there, trying to take out some of these spears for the longbows for the English. Looks like Spider's base is compromised. Production buildings are completely gone. How many villagers does he have? He has 38 left. Looks like there is a Chinese spearman going after the Delhi scholar. Mongols have trade, which is going to help them out significantly. Spider does have a lot of villagers who are building the House of Learning. Looks like we might be able to see a rescue here of some kind. If Cerberus is able to deal with those Jugunu and then these longbows, they could be able to push the rams out of Spider's base. We might see it. Time to take out the longbows first. Still got some villagers on food. There's berries on the western side. What Spider really needs is wood. He really needs to get a bunch of villagers on a wood line. He's got enough gold, he just needs to focus wood and food. If he can do that, he might be able to pull this together, potentially rescue his base in a moment. They are at a deficit. Monday and Cerberus both reach the castle age at the same time. Trade here is really nice for us. Nice little gate on the far east side of the map that has no idea that they're trading. It's going to help the Mongols out significantly. But there is an outpost coming up for MrMonday. They're possibly about to put a stop to that, actually. I guess they are aware of the silver tree, so seem to know what's going on. Delhi man-at-arms under production. Now that the Mongol and Delhi base are kind of consolidated together, those bases are together, they might be able to do something here. We've got scholars inside of the barracks for faster production speed. Man-at-arms only taking 11 seconds to finish. One of those barracks does go down, however. Scholars exposed, likely to get killed by the longbows. No, longbows aren't targeting him. Scholar might survive. Heals those man-at-arms up. However, the battering rams are going to take out this other barracks here in a minute. This is a really close game. This is ferocious how it's been going. Cerberus and Spider their economy, gold production, all that stuff is looking really good. It's just they need to get the enemy out of their base if they're going to survive here. Monday and Romulus really were in a tough position, and then they took that and turned it into a winning form. It's like sprinkled emplacements on the towers, villagers for the Mongols trying to desperately take out these battering rams, save Spider from almost sure destruction. Villagers managed to do it, it looks like. They take out the battering rams, and we'll see if that landmark can be repaired. Some green villagers on it right now. So it looks like Spider might let that just happen. Trying to get some barracks on the field first. He needs some man-at-arms if they're going to survive. That is an insane defense that just happened right now. These players are really good, so they could still come back. They have it in them. And honestly, quite honestly, I could see this game going either way. I could see it being a Cerb game, I could see it being a Monday game. I have no idea. You know, even though the defense there was pretty brutal, they would come back from this. And Delhi Mongols is a very formidable and fun matchup. So I wouldn't be too quick to call it game just yet. This is looking pretty insane. Got a couple barracks coming up here for the deli. The food production is definitely in need of getting built back up. There's a significant villager deficit after that raid. More barracks coming up. Looks like that is going to be Spider's main focus here, is just getting units ready to be constructed. Train as much as you can. Yep, so Mongol Lancers have dealt with that outpost. Gonna deal with this other Chinese outpost too. That's gonna help them out significantly here. Romulus is going for more barracks. Got all the blacksmith upgrades that he can get. China's a little bit behind on upgrades, but as in Purple China is a little bit behind, but the nest of bees could start coming out here from this astronomical clock tower. So that could also turn the tide of battle quite a lot. Lancers coming out here. Huge farm transition coming out for Romulus. That's going to help him. Granary for China with farms. Looking real nice. Another granary, okay. Cerberus is really holding down the fort here. Might be losing that trading post in a second, though. That market. Looks like that's going to be... The trade has been shut down. And now he's taking trade in another direction, towards the west of the map. Still going for map control. Cerb and Spider are getting those sacred sites to fight back to the enemy. Romulus's villagers on the gold mine are gonna be in trouble. Several of them have gone down, or fleeing back to the main town center. Spider still has all his landmarks destroyed. Nope, Dome of the Faith is up again. Let's check this landmarks tracker. Yeah, so Spider's only got one that's actually live. That would be the town center. The others are... So he's got 2 built up now. It's gonna be tough. Lancer's going this side of that ambush here. That nest of bees and lancers for the Chinese. It's gonna do some damage in a minute. Walls here, palisades that are knocking off to them. Ooh, the Mongol Lancers are coming in here, chasing down the English villagers as they can't garrison too many in the town center, so some of those villagers are going to be getting killed off here in a minute. Some spearmen trying to deal with the Lancers will be able to make short work of that, but damage has been done. A couple of villies have died. The Lancers try to retreat. Can they go anywhere? Looks like they might be trapped in a wall of spears here. They could try to attack this wood line for MrMonday. Oh god, they're gonna do it. That wood line is gonna get absolutely pillaged. And it looks like he changed his mind. He says, nope, we're gonna keep moving. Scouting out the enemy base. He is checking out the astronomical clock tower, seeing what's going on with that. He's running right into the town center. And with the battle happening here. Archers behind the forest, taking out Lancers. Yep, it's a base defense right there. Plenty of stables here for more Lancers for the Mongols. He's definitely got the gold and food income to support that. This is really anyone's game. I couldn't even begin to guess who's going to take the day. Honestly, it's going to depend on a couple key factors. The biggest one is going to be who gets trebuchets first and starts taking out town centers, and then uses knights or lancers to start taking out villagers to really reduce the enemy economy. That's kind of the big thing that needs to happen for someone to win this game. Or another key thing that could happen, whoever starts building keeps first on those sacred sites and then starts walling off. If they can do one of those two things, we'll see a victory. So it depends on which team makes the move first. Right now, they're just kind of agreeing to do Castle Age fighting, pitched battles. They're not really changing the playstyle here. They're just kind of... They're essentially buying time, is what both teams are doing. There's no real advancement in the Imperial Age, anything like that. Upgrades have been few and far between. They have been absolutely tied down. Here we go. So the Chinese are the first to start building a keep. And it looks like they're going to be able to do it because the Lancers are keeping the Mongols busy. Do cinematic mode. So the Chinese are going to put a castle onto the field. That is going to absolutely change what's happening here. So the keep has been constructed, and map control is now back into the hands of MrMonday. Gonna help take out those man-at-arms as they go onto the field. Spider really only has villagers on wood. Needs to get farm transition or something. He's got to get some food production coming into here. Gold is going to be even less important. It's really all about the food right now, just to get units onto the field. See what's going on here. He has a plan, I'm sure of it. Probably more production buildings, something like that, but he's got to get food ASAP. Siege workshop next to the keep for the Chinese. Maybe seeing a trebuchet come out of or nest of bees, something like that. Oh, we're seeing a base assault. English army engaging the enemy. That is just an absolute bloodbath happening right now. Got lancers on man-at-arms, on spears, on longbows. Nest of bees in the back, firing on the back line. Mangonel here as well, that's throwing off some shots at those spearmen. Got another keep here coming for the Chinese, so MrMonday is going for a castle spam. Got a Mangonel taking out the villagers. Can they manage to get it done quick enough? Got a couple spears, a man-at-arms, some Phillies that are going in there to take out the Chinese. MrMonday cancels the keep. He realizes that he can't actually make it work. He can't commit to it. He has to try something else. Retreats the villagers to a more advantageous position while he figures out what he's going to do. Meanwhile, Romulus' English army is keeping the enemy busy, just being a nuisance here in the base with longbows and spears, taking out lancers wherever he can, and just taking the fight to the enemy so that they can focus on what they need to do behind the scenes. Sacred Site tracker, it is 2-1, so MrMonday controls one, and Cerb and Spider control the other two. Starting to put some towers down to guard those sites. We could be saying a very lengthy game here. Could turn into an hour long, could be more, depending on how it all works out. Nest of Bees still firing away at the Lancers. Longbows and spears there to support. And the Nest of Bees goes down. Mangonels firing off. Awesome crossbows for the Chinese, that's gonna hurt. Oh, so the Mangonels have successfully pushed the enemy back. Yet again, it's... Map control is in the hands of MrMonday and Romulus, but this is not their game yet. Every time they do a push, they do get pushed back. There's something going on here behind the scenes that they're not seeing. They're not shutting the trade down. They're not doing with the pastures, and it's going to come back to haunt them potentially. More knights back in the field to deal with what's going on elsewhere. So we got a Delhi outpost near the western sacred site. Eastern one is still in Delhi control. It's just kind of just hanging out there. I mean, no one's really even touched that one. That is extra gold income for Spider. He desperately needs. He's got... So where is his production at? He's got a ton of villagers finally on food, and he's also got a lot of villies on wood on the east side of the map. He's got 36 and 22. He's got the production buildings here to support that. He's got men-at-arms and spears coming out. Got a decent-sized army. He has still not repaired his House of Learning. His Dome of the Faith is continuing to produce scholars that will help his infantry boom. Or those scholars are inside of the barracks, really helping out that production speed for 5-second spears and 8-second man-at-arms, which is insanely fast when you're talking about constructing an army. I mean, that's... You know, essentially you're able to build an army in about half the time as your enemy. Even a little faster, perhaps. So Dinka and I are, one of the other guys in the group, Dinka, is also casting the same game right now. We're looking at different things on the map. He's checking out one side, I'm checking out the other, so we got you covered. You give him some love, check that out. And we got you covered here for the rest of this game. We've going at it all morning, so... Fight going on here. We got mangonels are taking out the longbows. The English army is completely decimated at this point, with the exception of just a small contingent in the back there. Lancers are gonna take them out real quick here. Just a steady stream of mangonels. Cerberus. Now this is a finale, though. I gotta say, this is exactly what I was hoping we would see. Is a bunch of quick games for the early rounds, and then a finale that just absolutely blows it away. We've got an English castle and a couple towers that are coming up on the front line here that are going to help secure even tighter map control. Got some stone walls out to help box the enemy in and out. Curious to see what's going to happen here. Romulus and MrMonday don't really have resources in the bank to even imagine trying a wonder. I don't think that's really in the cards right now, but they could at some point be looking to do that here as the game wears on. A lot of barracks coming down for China on the front line. It's like, so China just got to keep up on the eastern side of the map and is now contesting that sacred site. That is going to be under their control, along with that other one in the center. It's all down to that western sacred site then. It's orange and green will need to lock that down as best they can. They need to get some towers up there to prevent villagers from doing any sort of keep. They need to get some military units and walls up there to keep it under control. Those are really doing some damage on the Chinese Lancers. And he's got 131 villagers. So Cerberus has a stable that's just charging through the Chinese base. He parks it next to one of the town centers while a villager, or one of the blacksmiths, while a villager starts sieging it. I have to imagine that's just simply to scout out the enemy. Or it could have just been a misclick or something. Got a couple Delhi Lancers that are English base, harassing them. Trying to take back control here. No one has reached Imperial either. Still heavily in the Castle Age. Romulus could be the first to reach Imperial if he uses the resources he's got. He could build a Berkshire Palace right there, right on the western side of the map. I hope he does. That'd be interesting to see. This is insane. Chinese are gobbling up gold left and right. What do the relics look like? Oh, hundreds of units have died so far. Let's see where the relics are stored. There's a relic on the Delhi side. Spider, got one. It's like I think the relics have really been claimed. There's 4, 5, 6 unclaimed relics. Who's even going for them? They might want to start focusing on that in a minute here. That's going to give them that extra gold income that they will be needing. Seeing some more fighting here going on between Lancers and Horsemen. Oh no, those are Fire Lancers. Alright. Fire Lancers have been made short work of by the superior Delhi Lancers. Well, there's a few that slipped through. They're taking care of cannons, bombards. That's an expensive resource loss. Maginot fires away at the cavalry. Doesn't even really dent them too much. The Kurultai for the Orange Mongols is moving back. Spider has constructed a keep, this gold mine in the sacred site, so they do still have a sacred site that's within their grasp. This is some of the finest playing I've seen. This is crazy. Chinese keep here in the rear of the base. That is causing some damage right there. That's one way to shut down trade. Stealing their stone and placing a keep in the base, that is tough. Lancers come in and kill those villagers that are gathering up the stone. So it puts a stop to what's going on there, but there's still some tower rushing going on. There's a keep that they have to deal with. That's going to be... Oh, they got a bombard, alright. So the Mongols have a bombard that is dealing with that keep and shutting that down. It's not an English keep, so there's no units coming out of there. And another bombard coming to the back line so that they can together assault that position. While the Chinese are castle spamming elsewhere. Still got, MrMonday still has enough stone to maybe trade a little bit and gather up another keep. Here we go. Lancers trying to take out the villagers as they build a keep, but they are going to put it up. There's two keeps now firing away. Villagers can gather garrison inside. And that's going to put a stop to this wood line action that's happening here. Bombards do take out that keep in the back line, freeing up these traders to survive and do what they got to do. There's so many Chinese keeps all over the map that it's going to be very difficult to deal with. Right, so Romulus is going for a Wingard Palace. The Mongols have already reached the Imperial Age as well. They've got the economic White Stupa landmark, which is free stone income. Don't have the ability to build keeps, but stone will help them build tons of extra units. Take the field with. Alright, so MrMonday's keep is down. The Lancers are continuing on their merry way. There's another keep in the backline that has destroyed a trading post, the market. Bombards are at the action again. They're taking out that keep. Just one by one, dealing with the MrMonday castle spamming that's going on. Bombards moving away. Unclear what exactly they're doing. Could have been a misclick, or they could be needed elsewhere. There are some Delhi Lancers in the back line that are putting the hurt on their enemy. Romulus has lost many villagers. He's only at 36 now. So Romulus is feeling the pain. I'm getting hurt. We got 37 military as well. He's got to get some walls up here. So it looks like MrMonday helped wall off that far north side. The Delhi Lancers in the Chinese base are getting taken care of, so that'll be figured out here in a hot second. Looks like Serb and Spider have yet again dealt with a very ambitious push here. Got some Delhi Lancers here from Spider that are seriously hurting Romulus even further. He's already bleeding, and now he's down to 30 villagers, and the Delhi Lancers are in his base, really taking him out. He's got a decent-sized army on the front line, but he doesn't find a way to deal with this right here, that could be the end game right there. So he's only got 30 vills. Guard Palace can't even really do much at this point. Needs to get some cavalry on the field or some rangers or something. Needs to get another town center. I don't even know. These farms are in trouble. China has put up another keep near the farms for Spider. Just providing a nuisance, a distraction to maybe, hopefully help Romulus out while he tries to get back into a decent groove here. So the Mongol bombards are coming over here to deal with this keep. See what's gonna happen. Some stone walls out for the Chinese and the southern side of the map. We got intersecting walls. English Lumbo's trying to deal with a Lancer, but only doing a few damage a pop, so that's killing off Chinese villagers very quickly. Romulus is still getting hit. With help from Chinese spearmen, it's not enough to truly save some of those villagers. They gotta figure something out. He's trying to get more palisade walls. They seem to have figured out a trick to maybe do some rescuing here. This is a very insane match. Another Chinese keep they're trying to build. Holy cow. We're coming up on close to 4.5 hours of the tournament here. We're still rolling strong, and this game is nowhere near being over. You know, I would dare say that this one will go for another 20 or 30 minutes at least. With the way everything's been going, even just with how the map keeps trading back and forth. So Romulus is training villagers. He's got a bunch queued up at both TCs. He's trying to get his stuff figured out here. He can just get a lot of villagers on food, he'll be okay. That's what it looks like he's doing. His Chinese counterpart is helping him out, but here we go, we got a Delhi Keep coming up in the back. Using everything he's got, Romulus is trying to shut down those villagers as they try to construct that keep. Villager on villager action to shut this down. It looks like it worked. Oh nope, there's some Lancers coming in. Villagers are down, but they've retreated, but Romulus is losing more villies. This is really tough. Another Lancer in the base. Romulus has spears coming out to try to deal with these Lancers, but there's a horde of Lancers that only 7 spears are not going to be able to take them out. And they're veteran spearmen going up against regular Lancers. They need the elite spearmen upgrade. Romulus finishes the palisade wall to at least box his units in safely. Tries getting a tower up. And if that keep goes up first, though, that tower is going to be canceled. I think it very well is going to be. Romulus needs to do something about that keep right now. That is the linchpin that could very well decide this game. If they continue to shut down Romulus's economy like this for much longer, Cerb and Spider are going to snowball out of control. The keep's going to go up there, back, while China and Mongolia are still keeping each other busy. The keep is up, firing away at the farms. Romulus is going to have to start thinking about shifting his position. He could do a farm transition here on the eastern side of the map, over by China's university. That would actually help him out. This is a fairly uncontested side of the map where the orange-green enemy has not even really ventured at all for a while. So that would be smart to try to retreat. Only at 35 villagers, so he's got to figure something out right now. Spearmen and Lancers engaging each other. Man-at-Arms in support. How's everyone doing on Billies? So Delhi has 79. England has like 35. China has 124. Mongolia has 119. Holy cow. Still some heavy action going on in the Mongol base. Alright, so Romulus is getting some rams together. Trying to deal with that keep in the most English way possible. Ram rush the shit out of it in the Imperial Age. If he gets some trebuchets out of the Wingard Palace, he's going to get that in about 54 seconds, which will give him an extra push to deal with that keep. He will be okay. Still is training some villagers, slowly but surely. Getting them going out of the King's Palace and the regular town center. Just trying to get those farms back up. Needs units fast. Oh god, Delhi villagers, deal with that ram. Spider totally saw that coming and dealt with it. Damn. Right. Delhi villagers are pushing further inwards. Man-at-Arms and Lancers fighting it out in the Chinese base. English Man-at-Arms are successful. They deal with the Lancers. Cerberus has surrendered. Chinese fight that was happening in his base was just too much. That appears to be game. We'll see if Spider decides to keep going. He could. He might say, hey, I can take him. He hasn't thrown in the white... Like, yeah, okay, there we go. The towel has been thrown in. This game is over. Romulus and MrMonday, congratulations. You are the winners of the Hometown Center Group's Double Trouble Tourney Part 2. Congratulations to our winners. You have just won $80, and our runner-ups are going to get $20. So, thank you to everyone who participated, who played. Thank you to the viewers for tuning in, checking this out. This was a fun cast. Yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. There's going to be lots of tourneys, and keep these things coming. The game is definitely alive and well. Everything's fresh. So, we'll keep you posted. Have more stuff coming your way. It's the sheer just zigzagging up those timelines. It's insane. What a game. You guys have a good day here, and thank you for participating, tuning in, and here, we'll catch you soon.